Barry Peterson. I'm a printmaker and primarily etching, copper plate etching and Xerox transfer monoprints. And I do a lot of figure drawing here. I'm also an architect here in the building, and I've been here maybe about 7 or 8 years in a different studio up until about a year and a half ago when we got this studio and the two of us moved into it together.
And I am Leslie Allen, and I am an oil painter. I do mostly abstract oil paintings, and I've been in the ICB for a little over 20 years, and a year and a half in this Studio 300A. We have a business by that name as well. I've been doing abstract paintings for, as I said, the last 15 years or so. I've been inspired primarily by artists in California, such as Richard Diebenkorn, who I have said on many occasions is my god. And he, of course, declared that Matisse was his god. So I look back to those gods and try to emulate what I can from those paintings, the strokes that I liked, the color that I liked. I work rapidly. I work on a canvas and I declare it done, and the next day come in and do an entirely new painting on it. So I would say I do thousands of paintings and have only a dozen canvases to show for it. But that's my work in a nutshell. I do a little bit of cartooning. I do figure painting, mostly to stay fresh with rapid strokes and larger paintings. And I'm going to announce at this particular time that I've got my first solo exhibition at a gallery coming up in July of this year at the Donna Seeger Gallery, which is a absolutely fantastic destination gallery in our very own Marin County. And I'll be showing my recent paintings.
I do a lot of still life work, primarily in printmaking and etching, and figurative work and drawing, and I tend to focus on not so much the objects that I'm drawing in still life, which is usually the focus of still lives are the objects that you're doing, but mostly the atmosphere that the objects are in. And so my drawings tend to be very kind of moody and atmospheric, and the figures are not so much about anatomy as they are about the motion of the body. So it's sort of a one-off of each of these, where I'm focusing on what surrounds the figure, what surrounds the objects. And that probably comes from being an architect, where you're not focusing so much on the walls and floors, but you're focusing on the spaces that they enclose. So that might be a connection between my art and my architecture. I don't know, I may have just made that up.
What's special about ICB as a cluster of artists is the ability for us to work in a great big huge beautiful historical structure safely, securely, with great proximity to wonderful things. You can pop in your car and go anywhere and do anything, go into the city, go north, and have comrades in the group or not. You can be isolated, you can be communally focused. It's just, it's pretty grand. You can't have any secrets because you see on the 3rd floor we have open ceilings, so private thoughts are kept to oneself.
One of the things that we haven't done a lot of in this building, but probably will at some point, or hope to try and foster, is a lot of sort of cross-pollination. Right now we don't have any common space in the building, so we don't really get a chance to hang out with the other artists, in a casual way. It's generally an event-oriented sort of thing, or outside of the building, but it would be great one day for us to somehow secure a place where we could kind of meet and hang out, discuss ideas, perhaps collaborate on projects and that sort of thing. And that's really sort of the big advantage of having a bunch of artists together in one place, is that you can kind of push each other farther than you would have in isolation.
People who have the urge to make artwork and create should honor the urge. I encourage everyone to pursue it.
Ditto. I have really nothing more to add other than...
Hey, it's great fun, isn't it?
Yes, and it's good for you.